G'day everyone, welcome to She'll Be Right Garage. We've got the lovely PK assisting us again today, and we're doing a road trip. So in our last episode we lamented the fact that the XB Ute was not a viable project, and so now we're travelling through the Blue Mountains towards Lithgow. We have been very generously gifted our next project, and it is going to be, it's either a 1933, 34 or a 35 Dodge truck, and it's going to be the new transporter for Death Crew. So let's go and check it out, see what we got. Alright, here we are, we have arrived on a bit of a bumpy road. Let's have a look at this truck, shall we? Isn't she beautiful? And here we are, here's the old girl. She's rough, but she'll be a good one. It's got the nice big strong chassis, heavy springs and diff. We're going to have a hell of a time loading him up, but we've got some plans. I think we're going to get started. We'll get the engine crane up front, back the trailer underneath, and then look at skull dragging him on the trailer, I think. Let's get started. We'll start by unloading everything, get it all out the way, make him get lighter. A complete bonnet. Timber, not going to be really using, I'll clear it out of the way anyhow. Okay, so plan is get this up in the air, we can get it high enough, and we'll back the trailer right underneath once we get the back wheels to the stand, and then we should be able to drag it straight on. Here we go. So whilst it's up in the air, we've got to be very careful not getting underneath it at all, because it's not supported by anything. And this could break or shift at any time. Just don't know if this crane's overloaded or not, and we are on soft ground. Now that looks like the trailer might just clear, then we'll back him under. Wonder if the steering works. Nope, not at all. Alright, that'll make it even more fun, apparently. Oh, this is one heavy sucker. Alright. I need this out of the way before I can lift the back end. We're going to lift the back end up now, guys, but we need this diff out of the way, and it's pretty bloody heavy. So we're just swinging it out the way using the crane like this. crane doesn't roll, we're going to make the diff come to us. Should dig in soon enough. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, so a little bit off the ground, we'll get the ute in neutral and start winching it on. So with the ute in neutral, it should now start to roll back when we start winching it onto the trailer. We've got to be careful that we don't pull the rear engine crane over, but if it happens it's not a big deal, it'll just land on its back. But this will be the hard part right here because we've got to skull drag the whole thing on. She's on, just like that. Beautiful. See you later, truck. Okay, so we had a bit of a think about it. With any luck, we're going to lift this diff up, spin it around while it's in the air, and then get it on this side of the trailer, and that should make it easy to unload when we get it back to base. There we go. Alright, that's the truck loaded. Just got to get our tools and panels in. Good to go home. Let's roll. That's the fastest left hand's ever turned in a while. Alright, so we got this old girl back safe and sound. Time to work out a way to get him off. Initial thoughts are that we'll use a couple of bolts like this, loosely fitting. We'll get the diff on the ground up back, then we'll get the chassis above the diff. Use the hand winch or come along to try to slowly move the truck backwards and place the rear of the chassis on the diff. And then that way we can look at getting everything mobile in the future, freeing up the hubs and all the rest of it once it's back on the ground and off the trailer. we go. Alright, so I think we'll drag this stick forward, then we'll have room to get the crane on the back so we can lift it up where it's no longer on the jack. Then like we drag it on, we'll start dragging it off backwards, then we can connect this stick up. So it's going to be a heavy sucker. There we go. It's clear. Fair way off here. I think the whole spring pack's twisted, mate. That'll do it. Alright. Now let's line up the front. Same way.
Hey, hang on, there it is.
Beautiful.
You fluked that one, mate.
I'll take it.
Yeah, well.
Alright, so with the diff in place, resting on the ground, we've still got a bit of a gap between the chassis and the trailer. So with any luck, she'll be right. We're going to drive this ute forward and see if that'll actually skull drag it off until we get the front hubs up to this point. Then we can get the engine crane back on it and then get him off. Real easy. Nah. Do us a favour. Just get in the ute and just push the foot on the clutch. Just release the clutch and that should be enough, and I'll be able to do it by hand. The best laid plans of mice and men, eh? There we go. Okay, so reattached winch, got a jack under the arse head now. Hopefully that'll be enough to slide it backwards. That last sort of half metre, then engine crane to get him off. Now that we're close enough to the edge of the trailer, we can lift him the rest of the way using the crane. You beauty. Well, that's clear.
That's clear.
Let's get this trailer out the way, eh?
That's on you.
Done and done. You beauty. Happy days. Well played, sir. There we are, guys. Done and dusted. We have the truck safely in our possession now. It's off the trailer. We're ready to start doing our work to it. Now, next episode, we're going to go and pick up a parts truck. Make sure you join us for that. It will hopefully give us enough parts that we can essentially complete this truck with almost nothing left to source. Now that said, it doesn't mean that we're planning to keep the original motor, box, diffs or anything like that. We're just getting it mobile for the time being. We do want to keep the original bodywork for this truck, but outside of that I've got some really cool ideas I'm going to show you in the next episode, but it is going to be the dedicated transporter for Death Proof. So on that note, if you've got any name suggestions, please put them forward in the comments below. The only thing I can come up with is Undertaker or Deathbed or something like that. So anything you guys can suggest, let us know in the comments. And don't forget to join us next time. Cheers. This is the most it's moved in probably 40 years. This is a big occasion.
That's what I say when you go to the gym.
Oh, shush. Hopefully I'm heavy enough to stop this tipping over. Not a word out of you, not one word.
That won't be a problem.
Ow! That spiky shit hurts. Hold up. Hold up. Shut up.
There's some sort of she'll be right repair.
Must have been one of yours, mate.
Nah, like fuck, didn't come out of my toolbox, cunt. You are morbidly obese, fuck off. That's fucking gold.
Famous last words.
Dickhead.
Famous last fucking words.
Dickhead.
Oh,
Retard.
you may have to use the come along.
What do you reckon?
I don't know, mate.
I'm just waiting for the chain to snap and blow it in my face.
Give a shout out if it's bloody.
Yeah, no shit. It's alright. I hope you offer dental. Oh, God, here we go. Oh, well. I'd be surprised if this doesn't go tits up.
Oh no, shut it down.